The third model in our series of tested GA wings is the Cross 2025. This wing comes equipped with a medium-sized loop handle, large enough even for bigger hands. However, the loop is slightly too soft for precise wing control. The Cross comes delivered with standard handles, but for this test we opted for the continuous boom. It has a slim diameter and works well for both large and small hands, no issues even when wearing gloves. The sharply bent center strut is supported by a small infill panel in the front profile section. Compared to its predecessor, the panel layout has been slightly updated. The windows are in a similar position but now have a new shape. The Cross 2025 is inflated and deflated via two separate SUP valves. The tubes are still made from high-strength Dacron, and the leading edge is sealed with a Keda seam that is doubled and stitched from the inside. The canopy is made from a triple ripstop material, while the trailing edge uses a durable fine mesh double ripstop fabric. To keep fluttering to a minimum, there are two battens on each side of the trailing edge. Areas prone to impact and abrasion are reinforced with Kevlar patches. The center strut is attached to the canopy using a double zigzag seam, reinforced and glued from the inside. The transition between the leading edge and canopy is reinforced with a white fabric strip. In terms of canopy tension, everything is executed superbly, and the overall build quality looks very clean and professional. We tested the new Cross in sizes 4.7 and 5.7 square meters, paired with boards ranging from 80 to 125 liters, ideal for ultralight wind conditions. Some of you might have already seen the teaser for our latest tests. In it, we described the GA Cross as a powerhouse, and that's exactly what we experienced here. Even in extremely light winds, the wing has a very efficient profile with a large sweet spot that works across a wide range of angles. It's very user-friendly, offering plenty of lift for takeoffs. With large enough gear, launching in under 10 knots is absolutely possible. Compared to all other wings in the all-round category, this is one of the best performers we've tested so far. In terms of pumping technique, the Cross prefers a slow and slightly scooping motion. Riding in displacement mode is also no problem, thanks to the trailing edge starting to lift very early, and you still get enough feedback to keep a solid connection with the wing. As far as performance goes, the Cross really shines as an all-round wing. Just like its predecessor, it scores well in both speed and upwind capability. All of that is paired with a calm and balanced flight behavior, with just a tiny tendency to drift slightly upwind, which actually gives it a small edge in maneuvers and tacks compared to the earlier version. When transitioning through the wind, it needs a bit of guidance since the trailing edge tends to dip slightly. But right after finishing the maneuver, it immediately fills with air again and regains pressure. You can honestly say it delivers absolutely easy and stress-free handling, both in light wind and in stronger conditions. Overall handling is very even and balanced. There's a generous sweet spot with solid feedback from the backhand at all times. For all-rounders who want to try freestyle, the Cross 25 has a lot to offer. As mentioned, it quickly reaches good to very good speeds, which naturally helps when taking off. Once in the air, the wing offers plenty of lift, you can really feel it, and it stays completely neutral. For riders with a bit more experience, it spins fast enough even for rotation jumps. In terms of wave performance, it has lost just a little compared to the previous version. The slight oscillation, clearly visible in our footage, is harder to control or compensate due to the overall soft loop handle. This means you'll need to guide it more actively with your hand and twist your wrist more intensely. Still, for first wave rides, its performance is more than enough. We recommend side to slightly side offshore wind conditions. In more onshore conditions, as mentioned, it needs more active guidance overall. Even though the Cross 2025 differs from its predecessor only in minimal aspects, it is of course re-evaluated every year. GA offers an overall very sophisticated wing range with the Poison Pure and the Cross. The distinction from the other two models which we have already tested is now overall even clearer. At the same time, there are also other wings in the all-round segment that boast new or overall very good features. And so each wing is newly classified in its respective category. The Cross 2025 definitely ranks among the most powerful wings, which should be especially pleasing for beginners. Heavier riders typically have no trouble getting up on the foil quickly thanks to its balance and consistently strong even base pull that never feels unpleasant. Beginners can achieve their first successes in wing foiling very quickly. Many advanced riders will also appreciate too the harmonious and consistent maneuver handling. Given the strong competition within the brand itself, the question naturally arises who should choose which model. The Cross is definitely suitable for beginners all the way up to advanced riders who are also looking for good jumping characteristics for them. It is the right wing. The wave riding characteristics of the Poison and Pure are overall better, but they are still absolutely sufficient in the all-round segment. For those who spend a lot of time on lakes and have to make do with light wind conditions, the Cross in 5.7 square meters is a very good choice. Alternatively, the Cross LW, which is the light wind version, but even in 5.7 it is already a truly powerful wing and offers very strong propulsion manufactured with the most modern materials from the conventional sector. Everything is nice and taut, nothing shakes or flutters here except at the absolute limit. There you notice a bit of movement in the trailing edge, but it remains absolutely within reason. This overall very successful all-rounder is available for €1,149. Considering the performance on offer, the price is definitely reasonable in our opinion.